Welcome to the USL Jägermeister Cup, where Jägermeister is the proud sponsor of this inaugural event. Take a shot at glory and celebrate the magic of this exciting new tournament all year long. Tonight, it's the Tampa Bay Rowdies hosting South Georgia Tormenta FC here in downtown St. Pete. This broadcast brought to you by Farah & Farah, Tampa's injury lawyers, and online at farandfarah.com. Welcome inside the booth, everybody. We're thrilled you're here. Drew Felios alongside Ryan Davis here in the Jägermeister Cup, and for the first time ever in a non-exhibition match, a real match, it's Tormenta FC versus the Tampa Bay Rowdies. Ryan, how unique is this opportunity here tonight?
Very unique. It's a clean slate for the Rowdies after getting a draw away to Lexington last week. They come back now, play an inter-league matchup against Tormenta, Jägermeister Cup. The Rowdies have not fared well in the league. They get to come back in the Jägermeister Cup and try and get back on track and get a win at home.
So many players tonight trying to prove their worth. Let's take a look at our Hooters players to watch. First, for the Tampa Bay Rowdies, Manuel Arteaga coming off his first goal against Lexington.
He's a finisher, a poacher of goals, and getting that goal at the back post last week to get the draw is just the sort of ingredient that Arteaga needs to get back on track. And if he gets back on track, the Rowdies can start getting goals, and that turns into victories.
South Georgia Tormenta FC, they're going to be eager here at Al Lang here tonight. Sebastian Vivas, Ryan, I know you have recognized his play.
The 28-year-old Argentine is a non-stop runner. He gives his midfielders opportunities and a target to work with. Only 2 goals so far, but he can finish when he gets the chance.
In a few moments, we're going to go over that Rowdies lineup. How do you size up this 11 for Tampa Bay tonight?
I think this is the strongest 11 the Rowdies can have. Bodily and Moon on either side, Leo Fernandez and Bassett, the 2 number 10s, and then you have Arteaga, who's now hopefully hitting form. I think this attack
from Al Lang Stadium. Stay tuned, everyone.
So what makes the original Hooters so special? Everybody wants to know our secret recipe. The answer is simple. We care about our people, the food we serve, our guests, and the community around us. And this has been true since day one. We created a unique experience like no other. What you see is years of hard work. This is our family, and we're here because we care. To us, originality isn't just one thing, it's everything. Hooters, always original.
One thing I noticed is that when Chuck joined me, he challenged me.
You're going to be late.
Not as late as you. It's a natural thing between brothers, pushing each other.
Hey, it's one-upmanship. It's good for us, and it's good for our clients.
It doesn't get more fairer than that.
Tampa, St. Pete, the Rays, the Rowdies, the golf courses, the beaches. The Tampa Bay area is filled with great choices. That's why you choose to call it home. At Orlando Health, we're here to make your healthcare choices even better with our investments in St. Pete's Bayfront Hospital and Tampa Bay's respected Florida Medical Clinic, plus new ER locations and even healthier choices to come. Orlando Health, choose well.
Rollovers, head-on collisions, hit and runs. You name it, we've litigated it.
And while insurance companies joke about the mayhem that occurs on roadways, we've seen the real effects. Lost lives, catastrophic injury, cars crushed like soda cans. And trust us, there's nothing funny about it.
If you've been in a crash, count on our experienced attorneys to seek full and all.
Just moments away from kickoff. South Georgia Tormenta FC and the Tampa Bay Rowdies making their way out onto the pitch here in the Jägermeister Cup, part of Week 13 and USL Championship. Tormenta FC comes down from Statesboro, Georgia. This is the lineup, very talented along the back with Alvis Nade. You've got Simba Kasansu and Jimenez. But one player we're really keeping our eye on is Gabriel Cabral. He is the number 8. He's an outstanding talent.
Yeah, he had 84 passes last week, and get this, at a 94% clip. He's a pass master, he's a distributor from the back, and he's going to provide the tempo for this team in midfield, and he's going to hold possession as long as he could.
Tormenta, they are known for playing up. When they get opportunities historically, they usually come to play. Ian Cameron will have these boys ready in the 4-2-3-1. For the Rowdies, on the other side, So many things to talk about, but I think in a match like this, you got to look at Leo Fernandez and say, Leo, you have got to take over.
Yeah, Bodley and Moon are going to give them width, which is going to allow Leo Fernandez and Bassett to have some room to play in the middle of the park, and that's where Leo Fernandez can shine.
Rowdies in that 3-4-3, and we're just about set to go. Fernandez, what a career he has had for the Rowdies. And for Leo, he's making his 190th appearance in the iconic green and gold here tonight.
Legend, absolute legend.
Rowdies not having their prototypical success here in 2025. That is known. 1-7-2 coming into this match, but still feel like the talent is here, and this team is just yet to gel. We're underway from Outlink Stadium. Thrilled you're here as Robert Castellanos and Forrest Lasso start things off for Tampa Bay. Let's go to our coaching matchup. There you see Steve Coleman. Recently, he threw out the first pitch at a Tampa Bay Rays game, so getting a feel for what it's like to truly be a member of this organization. And our coaching matchup brought to you by Farah and Farah, Tampa's injury lawyers. Ian Cameron on the other side. He is no stranger to St. Pete because he was the head coach at Eckerd College, coached the great Juan Tejada, and really got him ready to be a Tampa Bay Rowdy years back, Ryan.
You know, going back to Coleman with that pitch at the first ball, he's from New Zealand. He actually lived in New Zealand. I would hope he'd actually bowl the ball like in cricket rather than throw the ball. He and I have to have a conversation after this game.
Adahan Yaya, our head official here tonight. Solid team he's got with him. Rowdies like to possess the ball tonight. Obviously get an early goal, go up on top here at their home stadium. No lead has been safe throughout this entire year as this ball sent back. As Ethan Bondre is in net tonight for the Rowdies. So a different keeper. It's usually Nicholas Campisi, but tonight they go with Bondre as they did in the last Jägermeister game.
Yeah, it seems to be the pattern to have Bondre in goal for the cup games, and then Campisi to come back in the league matches.
Injury report brought to you by Orlando Health Bayfront. The Ungabarian McPherson not available tonight for the Rowdies. Tormenta comes in pretty much healthy across the board. Time for our keys to the match, too, brought to you by Fair and Fair. Ryan, what have you got?
For the Rowdies, simple. Attack, attack, attack. Georgia Tormenta coming in from League One into the championship to play this Jägermeister Cup game in Rowdies territory. Rowdies have to get on this. Tell you what, for Georgia, though, they're going to sit compact. Those dark blue shirts are going to sit right around that center circle, frustrate, and try to create on counter-attacks.
See Vivas with the nice movement. And the Rowdies trying to get it up the pitch. Aaron Guillen back there now circling back. It's Crisostomo. Comes near side here, Nick Moon.
Love the confidence, though. Nick Moon just couldn't find that last pass, but the switch coming across the field just shows that the Rowdies want to hold possession, and they feel good in possession.
Now Tampa Bay with some open field to work with. Leo Fernandez. Fernandez, quite a run this time. Sends it left. Here comes the cross, right in front of goal. Oh, bicycle attempted. And right there it was Arteaga trying to bag another.
I love the thought process of Leo Fernandez. He did not give up the ball until the defender committed right there. Now, Bodley has time. He crosses just behind Arteaga. Didn't see Bassett coming in. That was one for the attacking midfielder.
Well, replays tonight brought to you by Orlando Health Bayfront. Arteaga feeling it, Ryan. You know how it usually goes. You score one goal, all of a sudden they become contagious, and you go on a roll, especially when you're a player that has put them up in bunches as he has in the past.
The ketchup is flowing. He didn't come out of the bottle for the first couple of matches. Once it starts to roll, the ketchup keep coming.
Oh, do we love ketchup up here? It's good on everything, isn't it?
It is.
So this one taken away. Tormenta FC, technically their 10th year of competitive play. established in 2016 back in the old PDL. So it's been a while. And they started scrimmaging the Rowdies back in 2019. So these teams know each other. These clubs very familiar. You see Ian Kerriman right there. But tonight, really locking horns for the first time.
And that's one of these stories of U.S. soccer in general. Teams like Tormenta, who have started up 10, 12 years ago, really getting momentum now, getting into a higher division. Now against play against the Rowdies in the Jägermeister Cup. What a great bit of exposure for this club. Andrew, you know a thing or two about Georgia. You've been up there a couple of times, made the I-75 trek.
Yeah, it was a tremendous start to the franchise back in 2016. Memorable years up there in Statesboro. They eventually won a league championship in 2022.
Those who don't know, Drew Felios was on the call for Georgia Tormenta in their early life. Look at this.
Going back down memory lane right there.
Everybody looks so trim and fit. What happened?
Are you dropping hints? There's Nitra Van Tassel, Darren Van Tassel.
Okay.
There on the right. That's when Tormenta officially became a professional organization. Great moment in Statesboro history. And they have kind of gone side by side. They've kind of been like the little brother of the Rowdies. They have really wanted to follow the Rowdies blueprint that was established back in the day by Neil Collins and Lee Cohen. So Forrest Lasso shares it now to Castellanos. Far side, Blake Bodley. Oh, nicely done this time. Ali Bassett. He's got something cooking. Ali will cut it back. Here comes the cross. Nobody home that time for the Rowdies. And Tampa Bay will throw it in.
Well, Tabu Nari is that tall 6-foot center back who's a cog in the middle for that defense for Georgia. So if the Rowdies are going to provide service from the sides, they're going to have to deal with the big number 4.
So now it's Lasso and Guillen sharing. 82 degrees tonight. The thermometer reads feels a little bit more humid out there on the pitch.
But you know what though? It rained so much over the last week. That pitch is so nice right now. Cushiony. It is a player's dream.
Aaron Guillen, captain's armband. Now it's Castellanos. Second stint as a Rowdy. No place at the feet of Nick Moon. And slid out this time.
And that's exactly what Tormenta has to do. Yes, the ball can come out wide, and you have to allow them those yards out wide. But as soon as the Rowdies try to come back in, you sit compact and you block that passageway for the pass not to come into Leo Fernandez and Bassett.
Take it away. And now here comes the Agus. Right side. This is Reed Stephen out of Barbados. He is a really interesting player, isn't he?
And I tell you what, he comes from a very interesting country. That is a beautiful island in the Caribbean Sea, Barbados. And he's the leading scorer of his national team.
Taken back here. Simika Sanzu, Tanzanian. And now it's Gabriel Alves.
Just to be clear, Reed Stevens has 11 goals for Barbados. That is impressive.
About to report for international duty also.
That's right. What an honor.
Tampa Bay also has a story to tell with Nate Worth, the youngster not available here tonight because he is joining the United States men's national team U18s. Over the top here, and finally the flag goes up. Just waiting for that flag to be raised as Arteaga is trying to shake free.
Not Arteaga's fault. He made the run. It was the passer's fault. Slight hesitation. And the Venezuelan was right on the money, but the pass could not come soon enough.
So they'll place this one down. Austin Pack, 23 saves on the season here for Tormenta. He's conceded 16 times. And he'll let this one go. Airborne bodily and recovered by number 8, Cabral. Bassett, not a lot of room over there on the far side. Arteaga, they get him from behind. And now Tormenta slowly trying to advance it. Nick Moon in Tampa Bay trying to clear. That's well done. It's Fernandez. Leo Fernandez tried to lay it right in front of the 6. Good idea. Chased back by Albus. And this one will head out. Select, proud to be the official match ball supplier of USL Championship. From the Academy to the big leagues, Select's there every step of the way. Go to us.select/sport.com, the website for the latest Select products, specials, and more. Select, player's choice.
True, I had a Select when I was 16 years old. Lasted me 10 years. Just an amazing quality.
Oh, yes. Castellanos and Tampa Bay now playing on the Tormenta half. Good possession early on by the home side. Guillen lays it for Bodily. It was an exhibition match, but still Rowdies feeling confident coming in here tonight. Do not count out, though, Tormenta FC again. A franchise that continues to raise their level of play in situations just like this. Here's Moon eyeing Arteaga. Fancasillo, can he put it in front?
Brilliant stuff by Arteaga. He's so full of confidence right now, Drew. A little flick outside for Fancasillo.
And being very vocal as well as Manuel Arteaga.
That was a call, foul for Tormenta. And it lets them off the hook, and that's why Arteaga is so upset. They had them in a very vulnerable position. If they won back possession, it's 2 passes and in the goal.
Here's not A. South Georgia. A team that feels their best offense is in front of them as well. Just 12 goals scored here this season. Been sort of a low-scoring year for both of these clubs. Fernandez weaving his way around that center circle.
Again, Rowdies with possession, and they're going to play most of this match away from their own goal in the Tormenta's half. Tormenta, on the other hand, though, if they can break up the play in midfield, they will have enough room to counter-attack against Forrest Lasso and company.
Switch the point of attack here. Leo Fernandez, so active.
The thing is, as Tormenta is playing, you have to be so disciplined, and everybody has to be locked in and move as a unit. If anyone falters, remember, a chain is as strong as its weakest link. They'll be exposed, and the Rowdies will have a chance to score.
Crisostomo with Bassett. Two players a little tied up. How about this look? Little flick. And on the other end, it's Crisostomo. He'll lay it in front. Oh, Nick Moon trying to get there. That ball just skated across the 6.
Wow.
One more try, and this will wind up in the hands of Pack.
I want to talk Leo Fernandez. That little flick over the top is something out of nothing, Drew. We call that unrehearsed. Look at that flick, right on the money. And Crisostomo may have gotten away with a foul, but there was no one at the back door.
So a couple chances here early on for Tampa Bay. The smoke clears, and South Georgia now will reset. This is not A. Now he on Joe.
And if you're the Rowdies, you don't mind giving up some possession here. You want Tormenta to come forward. If they are dispossessed, they will be in a vulnerable position. So pressing is almost a form of attack. Rowdies not pressing at the moment, but they are allowing Georgia to have the ball and they're going to try to maneuver their way through the midfield now.
Saw Rowdies coach Steve Coleman in the ear of the official constantly. Headed around a couple times. Alvis got the last piece of it. And now Crisostomo. Sure-footed here this year with Nick Moon.
Yeah, he's been one of the bright sparks. Crisostomo has done nothing wrong in centre midfield.
In case you're wondering how Jägermeister Cup is different from USL Championship play, there are 4 rounds of group stages, and the teams with the most points in each group advance to the eventual knockout phase.
And I love this about USL. They push the boundaries. They're always so innovative.
Just way through. Tried to hit Arteaga that time. Pack winds up on top of it once more.
Oh, the Brazilian Gabriel Alves on the same page with Pack. Just for a second, I thought they may have flummoxed.
The Rowdies' last Jägermeister Cup match. We were here, we remember it, and we want to forget it. That match against Miami. It was a 3-3 draw, went to PKs, and Miami outlasting the Rowdies 9-8 on penalties.
But what a comeback by Miami. It was 3-0 Rowdies at halftime. And both teams came on the field, but only one came out of the dressing room.
Meanwhile, Tormenta, they were victorious against Greenville, taking down the Triumph 2-1.
That's their rivalries. That is a big win for this organization.
So Tormenta with a lot of success. They've always fared very well in Open Cup, it seems. We're in the 17th minute, scoreless. Connor Doyle sends it forward, and now Tormenta can run. Stonewalled there temporarily, but eventually the Ibis keep possession. Here's Alvis, the Brazilian. Ball sent forward. Long way to run here, but he'll get there. It's Reed Stephen. Little curl on this one. Castellanos gets ahead on it. Right back though, Tormenta threatening for the first time. And there's Crisostomo to save the day.
One interesting stat coming into this match, Drew. So Georgia have come in with an 18% conversion rate in front of goal. Rowdies only 9, which tells me that even though the Ibis are not creating enough chances, but they are converting when they do get the chances. Rowdies, on the other hand, creating chances, but can't find the back of the net.
Stoppage of play here. Take a breath and reset and tell you about Grand Central Brew House, a family-friendly, pet-friendly, and community-friendly 2-story brewery, tap room, and beer garden located in the heart of the Grand Central District. Grand Central Brew House featuring traditional lagers and ales brewed in-house and served directly from European serving tanks. That's the Grand Central Brew House.
You think they serve Jägermeister over there?
I would think so.
Have a couple of college drinks to talk about with Jägermeister involved.
Oscar Jimenez now sets up for the free kick. Good foot into it this time, right in front of goal. Coming out was Bondre. He got airborne as the ball skated past him. And Ethan Bondre, remember he had that great first half against Miami. Second half couldn't exactly match it. He wants a good performance here tonight.
And it was a superb play coming out of goal, aggressive. He got there first, took the pressure off of his centre backs. That's his sort of mood. That is his sort of drive goalkeepers can have in leading their team. It instills confidence to everyone else.
Tormenta now in the Rowdies half. Yanjo cut off right there. Benke Azil. And now Arteaga. Send it forward here. Blake Bonnelly can get there.
1v1.
Crowd comes alive. Bassett trying to slide it to him. Good recovery that time by Tormenta.
All right, so Blake Bonnelly is one of the quickest and most industrious left-sided players in this league. Jimenez is 35 years old, and he was left out on an island with Bodley. Really wanted to see Bodley to take that ball to the byline, make Jimenez keep up with his pace. He took responsibility away from his own shoulders, laid it off to Bassett, and would allow Georgia to get back possession and relieve themselves from that attack.
Rowdies now hit Van Kayasiel, the sweet spot. Nick Moon now racing.
Great ball.
Moon trying to do it here 1v1. Gets by one defender. Van Kayasiel. It's free to play. Download now. Drew Felios, Ryan Davis, and our phenomenal Tampa Bay Rowdies television crew. Bringing you Rowdies soccer here tonight. Leo Fernandez on the attack for Tampa Bay, doing what he does best. And he is going to be a marked man, you know that.
Now here's the problem, when you defend so deep, Drew, when you win back the ball, there are no outlets. So now they just sort of clear it out of the way and try to get back possession in a very compromising position.
Fernandez, the quick turn. Ali Bassett. Good movement here by the Rowdies. Bodily, Bassett finding feet. Little shove from behind. Fernandez tried to get it back to Ali. Just got caught up. Sebastian Vivas. And Tormenta trying to reply.
Great stuff from Stevan. Just wiggled his way out. Yes, they lost possession, but boy, he ran through traffic to keep possession for Georgia. As of right now, it is 60% possession, Rowdies, 40%. But 17 entries into the final third for the Rowdies as compared to 7 for Tormenta. It has been one-way traffic.
Castellanos will send this back to Bondre. Third minute. Again, warm here tonight, but earlier this morning, the Tampa Bay area did get a good douse of showers. This field very soft. Just how the players love it. Fernandez now to Bodley. Rowdies again making their way up to that final third. Blake Bodley will take the long shot. Tried to maybe squeeze it inside that far post. It heads across the pitch.
I like the idea. He tried to bend it around the defense to have somebody come in, but it was just too far ahead of the forward line. Again, you want Bodley to take on Jimenez, use that extra pace. The 35-year-old Jimenez hates, at this stage in his career, will hate to track back against Bodley.
Player down here for Tormenta, and it looks like Jackson Simba Kasanzu. So Simba a little shaken up.
Just 22 years of age from Tanzania. Again, another 6-footer at the back.
Sometimes you wonder, here just 24 minutes in, could a player possibly get a cramp? Well, it is possible, especially players on the field long before the game begins warming up.
Yep, he started last week against Chattanooga. So at this stage in the season, the players have been playing pretty consistently. So it may start taking its toll, especially the good old Florida heat.
So he is up, hopping around, looks like he's okay. Good sign here for Tormenta. So much consistency and stability within the Tormenta organization. Ian Cameron, we've talked a lot about the head coach for Tormenta, just the third head coach in franchise history. Ben Freakley was there just a year in the inaugural season. John Miller-Racy took over for him. Freakley, Rowdies fans don't know this, but came to Tampa Bay to work with Neil Collins as a mental health coach for the Rowdies a few years back.
Speaking of mental health, this is a support system dog, along with the...
I'll tell you what, Ryan, I need a good puppy.
You do.
By my side.
Start heading along that way. They have a lot of very nice looking dogs with great personalities. It is dog day in our land.
Man's best friend.
That's right.
Do you have a pet?
I do. He's a little guy and his name is Finn.
Okay.
He is full of life. He is half Jack Russell, half Norfolk Terrier.
How did he get the name Finn?
Through me. I just thought, I just look at something and I name something. And
Okay.
he just looked like a Finn.
I'm thinking Star Wars, maybe. The character.
That is pretty good. You're right. Maybe inadvertently I did that.
There we go.
Favorite Star Wars movie? Nail it. Let's hear it.
Oh, Empire Strikes Back.
Empire Strikes Back. Can't go wrong.
Ed Casillo here with Moon.
Again, back to business. Rowdies going side to side. But to the Rowdies' credit, they have been trying to play the ball north-south in the final third of the field. They've been probing. It's not that Tormenta have just stayed compact and frustrated the Rowdies. The Rowdies have created chances. They have had 4 touches in the opposition box, the Rowdies. So they have penetrated, just haven't finished.
Castellanos now working very carefully. Like the work Nick Moon has doing so far in this
Look
game.
at this.
Van Casillo, this is beautiful.
Look at this.
He's putting it together.
Look at the recovery by Tormenta, though.
Now it's Moon. Good position here for Tampa Bay. See Arteaga trying to find a sweet spot. Looked like it could possibly go out on Tormenta. A few words exchanged there.
Well, nobody said it's a fair game. Nick Moon had an open shot and he took it right in the back of the Brazilian. And it's Gabriel Alves. It's going out of play. He's going to screen it. He's going to screen it. And he's going to say, well, if you're going to screen it, you're going to take one. But the Rowdies starting to tick, Drew. Just like the watch on your hand there. Tick, 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 tick. And they're starting to move the ball with life. And starting to become more fluent in the last third. Tell you what, they're so happy to have Nick Moon back in the starting lineup. He's good in tight spaces. He can cross, he can finish.
Now Tormenta with the reply. This is Bassini. Again, the Rowdies stung here defensively. Work from the left. Tampa Bay trying to get it here defensively. A beautiful ball sent in, and the Ibis are on the board here in Tampa Bay. A beautiful design, Sebastian Vivas with his 3rd goal of the season.
We talked about him in the open. He consistently runs off the ball and provides a target for the midfield. Something out of nothing for Tormenta. They come down the left-hand side. There was the pass master, Cabral. Nobody gets up. Look at Nick Moon backing off, giving him time to cross, to pick out his target. And boy, did he pick it out. Nick Moon did not stop the cross. And Tormenta and Vivas made them pay.
Can't design it much more perfect than that for the visiting side.
Great delivery, right on top of the 6-yard line, in between the 2 centre-backs. And what about the assist?
Yeah, he is a special player.
Tell you what, our Lang is stunned after the Rowdies absolutely dominated the ball and was creating inroads in the opposition half.
So 30th minute, Rowdies trying to regroup. Now it's Castellanos. Tampa Bay trying to answer. Bodily. These are the moments, if you're the Rowdies, you've got to punch right back.
Yeah, you're most susceptible when you've just scored. But at this moment, Georgia understand what they are. They understand what they have to do tonight. And they're sticking to that game plan. They don't mind if the Rowdies go side to side, even if it's in their own half. They're staying compact, trying to plug all the holes in the middle of the park. Great run by Bassett.
Moon.
Offside, is it?
Now
No.
it's Bassett. Trying to get it back to Nick Moon. Moon will shake free here. A little bit of chaos created. Player goes down. Moon retains possession. Bassett calling for it once more.
Well defended by Tormenta. So disciplined.
Crisostomo to Fernandez. There's the opening. Shot taken. Austin Pack on top of it.
Well, if there's one player on this field that can play in tight spaces, it's the Brazilian, Leo Fernandez. 190th appearance. Just gets the ball in traffic and still can squeeze off a shot. Crisostomo again pulling the strings. Looks to his left, goes to the right. It was a good look for Fernandez.
So now it's Castellanos. Bodily works from the far side. Al Lang dead silent here. Tormenta has done thus far exactly what it has set out to do.
And that's the beauty of the game. Georgia, Tormenta gave up possession. They stuck to their guns. They stuck to their game plan. And then when they had one opportunity, they took it.
So it's Moon to Bassett. USL kicks off the month of June on ESPN2 with a battle of Eastern Conference powerhouses. The Players' Shield winner from a year ago, Louisville City. They take on the 2024 Eastern Conference title holder, Rhode Island FC. That's Wednesday, June 11th, 8 p.m. Eastern Time on ESPN2. Van Caazil now works in that center circle. Arteaga with Fernandez. Leo again trying to distinguish himself from the crowd.
Now what the Rowdies can't do is get frustrated. They have to continue to nibble. Have to keep asking the question.
Another flick. Fernandez again takes a little shove. Referee says play on. Little nudge that time inside the box, not quite enough.
Not enough, but I love what Cabral did. He came back and supported his centre-backs, the midfielder, and they crowded out Leo Fernandez. And it looks like it's going to be a hydration break here. Now it's time for some Jägermeister.
Would be a great time for it, wouldn't it?
Yep.
So the Rowdies will huddle up here. And these hydration breaks, I think, very, very useful, especially this time of year. The conditions just scorching at times. The humidity, you can cut it with a knife.
I love what the FIFA has done. They have implemented this in hot conditions. And the officials do such a great job in keeping it short, allowing the players to get some water and get right back to business. And look at these guys on the side.
The ultimate fan experience here in downtown St. Petersburg. The water just beyond.
Yep.
And fans enjoying the Bark in the Park night here.
Bark in the Park.
For the Rowdies.
Remember the old Ozzy Osbourne song, Bark at the Moon?
Oh, yeah. Well, tonight's match is brought to you by Farah and Farah, Tampa's personal injury lawyers, and online at farahandfarah.com. Proud sponsors of Tampa Bay Rowdies soccer. So excited to have them with our broadcast here.
Look at these guys
this year, and those are some beautiful dogs, aren't they?
And they're enjoying it.
We have one dog, Ryan, in the family. Her name is Athena. She came over today.
I didn't see it coming from a Greek family. I
I'm
never
telling
thought they'd call it Athena.
Aptly named. We absolutely love her, but
nice.
I myself have been wanting a little puppy forever. And I'm kind of wondering how to go about doing that. Eventually, it's going to happen. Just traveling so much, you know, you worry, can you take? So here's Castellanos, 35th minute. Tormenta's lone goal by Sebastian Vivas, bagging his third, the Argentinian. Put the Ibis on top. That is where we stand right now. Crisostomo. Now with Fernandez.
Beautiful.
Fernandez once more finds that back door. It was wide open. Again, the Rowdies just trying to find that final touch.
Yeah, they get the ball to Leo Fernandez, and then he can go north-south. He can pick out passes. He can thread the needle, just like he did just now. Good recovery again from Tormenta.
Arteaga in a wrestling match here. As Simika Sanzu was on his back, and Arteaga will get the benefit of the doubt. A free kick just outside the 18.
Well, he's so full of confidence right now that Arteaga has held on to that ball. He's not willing to have a conversation with anyone. It favors the right footer, which means Leo Fernandez should be out of this conversation. But Bassett, Ollie Bassett, may want to have a word with Arteaga, because he can strike a dead ball with the best of them. Actually, it's not too... The angle is not that bad for the left footer. Leo Fernandez is still in play. But you want to get that ball up and over the wall and bending away from the keeper, which is perfect for the right-hander. Right footer, sorry. Right-hander is Roland Garros French Open tennis. That's happening right now.
So here we go. Pretty good spot here for Tampa Bay. And it looks like it's going to be Arteaga doing the honors. See the wall formed with Doyle as the bookend. Pack is set in goal. Arteaga just over the crossbar by about 6 inches.
If it was easy, everyone will do it. Arteaga getting it up, but just couldn't find the dip. It looks like Pack had it covered anyway.
So Tormenta will throw it in right at the midfield line. Ralph Smog trying to inject some life into this Rowdy squad.
They never stop. God bless them.
They certainly are relentless.
And if the Rowdies had the lion's share of the possession before, now that Tormenta is up 1-0, it's going to be even more dramatic. It's 70% possession to the Rowdies.
See some press here by the Rowdies. Tormenta trying to fight their way through it. We'll get a call here and a card to go with it. So it looks like Crisostomo going to be put in the book.
Well, the man who created the goal came right down Park Avenue. And Crisostomo, quite rightly, would not allow him to get any more momentum, because that would mean his centre-backs would have to collapse on Nianjo.
So first yellow handed out tonight. Danny Crisostomo, the midfielder. This is Alves. Alves one more time inside the box. Tormenta trying to get a good look here just beyond the 18, and that was a really good look. That lane was wide open momentarily, and I'll tell you what, Gabriel Cabral nearly knocks the second goal of the night.
Well, the Brazilian is known for his passing, but he has such good technique, Drew. Bandry thought better of it. And Cabral, look at this touch. One time, and he wasn't too far off.
Aggressively get you in position and just kind of man the ball as Nick Moon goes down. But that's a guy that I think the Rowdies are really going to miss here in this situation.
Yeah, on international break, the man from Burundi has to travel all the way to the far side.
Also did see Lewis Hilton. He was running up and down this pitch before the game. A good sign. Looks like he is just about ready to rejoin this Rowdy squad. He won't be here tonight, but likely he is coming soon. And there's Lewis Hilton. He is looking better and better night in and night out.
And he's so educated in the game. He's like Cabral in the middle of the park, picking out passes, closing down.
Fernandez leaves it here for Bodley. Bodley inside the box. Oh, great save by Pack. Got a hand up just in time. And now Tormenta with the reply.
What a pass from Leo Fernandez to Blake Bodley. Something out of nothing yet again from the Brazilian. Look at this. One touch, thread the needle, Bodley's in on goal. Pack making himself large, doing a great job protecting that near post. But look at that, the pace of the ball, Drew. Only one person can get to it, Bodley.
So a couple nice saves here in this half for Austin Pack.
Right now, passes 290 for the Rowdies, 125 for Tormenta, but they're not going to mind that. They want the Rowdies to come on to them and then continue to find space behind the back line as the Rowdies move up as a group.
Now this Tormenta side knows exactly what they need to do to get out of here with a victory and improve to 2-0 in Jägermeister Cup play. And they're doing exactly that right now. Fernandez. Taken back. Reed Steven. He's played well thus far. It's not a. Rowdies once again will press. They're not going to let Tormenta just sit back and kill clock. Lasso. Rowdies wrestle it right back.
And that is the joy of having Lasso in your back line. When you press like that and they go over the top, his strength and aerial ability, you end up winning back possession more often than not.
Fernandez just feels that defender coming from behind. Hands it off here to Crisostomo. And now it's Van Caazil again in a crowd. Tried the little 1-2 with Arteaga. A little over a minute remains and regulation here, half number one. Tormenta goal up on the road. Now pass it with Guillen. Fernandez with Castellanos. Pass it. Trying to knock it down here with the left foot. Tormenta once again playing keep away. On the run now. South Georgia can advance. Reed Steven right side. Gets it center. Shot! What a save that time by Mondre.
Well, Lasso tried a cushion header for the road. He was trying to have the Rowdies maintain possession as the ball went in the air. But fantastic read by Tormenta, collecting the second ball from Lasso's header, and they're off to the races. And here's the Bejan. Steven just rolling it back in. And a one-time effort, and Bandre full extension to deny Bazzini.
5 minutes of extra time and a Colony Grill corner kick on the way. Not had many corners here thus far in this match.
And here's the ninth wonder of the world. Jimenez can kick a corner with either foot.
Jimenez doing the honors for the first time. Mondre gets a hand on it for the Rowdies. Little chaos in the box, just how Tampa Bay likes it. Nick Moon trying to settle things. So Ethan Bondre, big opportunity for him tonight. You know what they say, you get an opportunity, especially in professional sports, you better make the best of it, because it may not come again. Goalkeeping job for the Rowdies has been a bit of an adventure over the last few years. He is from Salina, Kansas. Good size at 6'2". Looks like we got a little more contact here.
Yeah, it looks like Artiaga with a high foot. Just what Georgia needs right now, Tormenta. Slow things down, get back your shape. Yes, it's a free kick, and boy, are they piling players forward, looking for that second. They understand they're not going to have much of the ball to break the Rowdies down, so they want to take advantage of these set pieces to try to convert.
Oscar Jimenez one more time. Bondre on guard. Here it comes. Out of bounds this time. Bazzini was there to get a piece here for Tormenta FC. Ian Cameron. This guy does it all. Scouting, coaching, motivating. Really an exceptional coach.
True, he has 2 degrees. He has quantum finance and business administration. I have business administration. He says, you know what? I see your business administration and I raise you a quantum finance.
I love the way he sees the game, really gets it. Tormenta FC in great hands.
What is quantum finance?
I'll research it after the game. And Lasso going down here for the Rowdies. Official quick 2, jump in there. Cooler heads likely to prevail here. Sebastian Vivas, though. Nothing foul about that, just going 100 miles an hour. Lasso a little shaken up.
Forrest Lasso a little bit more vintaged than the rest of the players on the team. And also coming back from that ACL injury a year ago. He took the full 8 seconds like a boxer to get back on his feet.
Standing 8 count.
That's right.
You know who used to do that great? The great Richard Steele.
Yes.
And Mills Lane, right in the face.
Mills Lane's voice was epic.
Hopefully the Rowdies don't get one of those tonight. As Blake Bodley gets airborne, and we've had a lot of collisions here over the last few minutes. Another player a little shaken up.
Jimenez just taking a knee, slowing things down, allowing his team to get back their shape and defensive presence.
Danny Crisosimo with Ollie Bassett.
The Rowdies have looked their most dangerous on the inside left to Leo Fernandez, and Blake Bodley making that run down the left-hand side.
Rowdies trying to squeeze in one more run here at least before halftime. Cutting it back now. Fernandez. Fernandez clearly the most effective player thus far for the Rowdies.
Asking for it right now.
Needs a little help though. Now it's Moon. Here comes that double team. Castellanos the man open.
And you can see Tormenta not rushing it, just holding their ground, blocking the passing lanes, and just giving the Rowdies the outside.
These teams have scrimmaged often in the past. Kind of looks like one right now. Sort of sizing each other up. Van Keazil.
Now you want to come around the sides and get that cross behind the back line.
Castellanos says go. Bassett. Rowdy's going to have to do it here. Van Keazil, and not even going to get an attempt. Off, and the crowd a little bit unsettled. Here to end half number 1. So once again, the Rowdies outpossess the opponent, but behind on the score sheet. Ian Cameron And Tormenta FC a 1-0 lead as we head to intermission. Rowdies doing what they want, possessing the ball, but again, right now Tormenta just not respecting, I think, Tampa Bay's overall attack.
Yeah, you can get into a lull defensively after you've had the ball for such a long period of time. And I think Nick Moon did not close down quick enough. They picked out the cross and make the Rowdies pay.
So we're joined by Steve Coleman, Rowdies head coach. And coach, how do you size up this match here thus far?
Oh, look, I think we've controlled the game well in possession. Got sucker punch once on the. Now we got to do a bit better in the final third in terms of our energy and getting in behind.
Outstanding, coach. What does this match mean to the club here with the Jägermeister Cup?
It's an opportunity for us to win a trophy. Very simple, and we've got to do a little bit better in our work in the final third.
All right, Coach Coleman, thanks so much for joining us. Best of luck in the second half. Coach Steve Coleman, as the Rowdies head to the locker room, trailing 1-0 to South Georgia Tormenta FC. When we come back, lots to tell you about the latest news in the USL Championship and much more. Don't go away.
So what makes the original Hooters so special? Everybody wants to know our secret recipe. The answer is simple. We care about our people, the food we serve, our guests, and the community around us. And this has been true since day one. We created a unique experience like no other. What you see is years of hard work. This is our family, and we're here because we care. To us, originality isn't just one thing, it's everything. Hooters, always original.
Get ready, get set, get check. It's just that easy to sell your car with MorganBuysCars.com. First, visit MorganBuysCars.com and tell us a bit about your car. Next, receive an express cash offer online. Then, schedule an appointment at one of our 14 convenient locations to pick up your check. Plus, we'll beat anyone's offer on your vehicle or we'll give you $500. So, get ready, get set, and get checked. Online at MorganBuysCars.com.
When you're ready to set life into motion, Grow Financial is here to be your first step. To give you that running start and to show you just how far you can go. Because we serve people, not profit. Which means our mission isn't our products, but where they can take you. So wherever you may be going next, just remember, first steps start here. Grow Financial. We serve people, not profit.
Another beautiful night here at Al Lang Stadium with the score, the Tampa Bay Rowdies trailing South Georgia Tormenta FC 1-0 here at halftime. Whether you're under the tiki hut in the stands or right up here in the booth, there is not a bad seat of the house here at Al Lang Stadium. So excited you're with us. Drew Felios alongside Ryan Davis. Ryan will be rejoining us in just a minute. You know, there are some tremendous facilities in USL Championship and much more on the way. In fact, there's probably not a bad place to watch the game throughout the league. For more on that, we join now Dan Lucas.
This is Centerville Bank Stadium in Pawtucket, Rhode Island, just opened in early May with a capacity of more than 10,000. This is the newest gem in the USL Championship, and there are more of these coming pretty soon in both the Championship and League One. Two clubs progressing towards their new homes are Detroit City FC and Sacramento Republic FC. Detroit City has acquired the land it needs close to downtown, while Sacramento has a similar goal in its downtown district known as the Rail Yards. Future plans are in the works for Oakland Roots SC, New Mexico United, and expansion club Buffalo. In League One, AV Alta FC's inaugural season kicked off in a renovation of Lancaster Municipal Stadium. Portland Hearts of Pine upgraded a local icon, Fitzpatrick Stadium, for its debut. Greenville Triumph SC broke ground on its new home with help from co-owner, the great Ronaldinho. And defending League One champion Union Omaha is planning its next home. 2026 expansion includes Fort Lauderdale United FC Stadium Complex, already a USL hotspot. And expansion stadiums are nearing the finish line in Fort Wayne, Indiana, Eugene, Oregon, Corpus Christi, Texas, and Boise, Idaho.
All right, thank you, Dan. And then, of course, there's the iconic Outlink Stadium. Oh, what a venue this is to watch a match. The lights are on. The Rowdies behind a goal. South Georgia Tormenta FC leading 1-0. Much more to come at halftime right after this.
What a start to the season, and Louisville City leads. Joe Brito! Oh, it's magnificent! What a finish!
Wait, come back! Wait, come back, I need more help.
Take a loan off it. Take a loan for free.
Today we went to the beach, and it was totally worth it. $50 off it.
Pound of wood a day.
Pound of wood a day.
What's wrong, Daddy? Daddy? You okay?
Keep termites out of your home and your head with our premium guarantee that covers up to $250,000 in new termite damage. Before panic shows up, Terminix it.
3 ice-cold Jägermeister shots, please. Those look warm.
Serve it cold, or don't serve it at all. Jägermeister. Damn, that's cold.
Oh, Milo, no, not on the carpet.
There's a veterinary emergency group not far from here.
Yes, that's the one Dr. Holtz told us about. Jen loves that place.
Wow, apparently everyone loves this place.
Veterinary emergency group, this is Anne. How can I help you?
Hi, I think my dog Milo ate his toy.
Let me get one of our doctors on the line.
Hey, you must be Milo. Let's get you back to see the doctor.
Time for the USL Team of the Week. And notice up top, the great Kyle Jennings, former Tampa Bay Rowdy, now with the Charleston Battery, making that team. Sean Tosh, a fixture for Louisville City. He is in the back. Notice also on the bench, Leo Fernandez, recognized for his play in that Lexington match. Ben Pierman, congratulations, the coach on the Team of the Week. Here's the standings for across the table, Group 1 and Group 2. Here in the Jägermeister Cup, Las Vegas Lights, Monterey Bay, Spokane in there. C Group 2, New Mexico, San Antonio, also El Paso Locomotive mentioned. Group 3, Group 4, Indy 11, highlighting it. Birmingham Legion as well. Rhode Island and Hartford in group number 4, trying to make waves. And out of the 6 groups, there you see the Rowdies there in Group 6. 4th place, Lou City in Group 5, trying to make their way up the standings. USL Championship teams have not always fared well against League One, so there is a lot of parity throughout the entire USL as a whole. League One, they have certainly come to play in this event. Hartford gets it over Westchester. You also see Portland victorious over Detroit City. Charleston comes up just a little bit short. Greenville gets that done. How about that? Loudoun United 2-1 over Lou City. That is a final. Charlotte, the Independents come up short. Lexington notches a 2-0 victory. And Rhode Island, they are playing really well as they take down the Riverhounds out of Pittsburgh. More scores. Miami at the half with Naples. Again, that a Jägermeister Cup match as well. More matches coming up here later tonight. Downtown St. Pete, looking for something to cheer for. So far, Tormenta with the lone goal in this match. Rowdies controlling possession, but Tormenta with the big strike. We'll get you ready for half number 2. Ryan Davis rejoins us here in the booth when we come back.
Pick 2.
Pick 3.
Pick 4. Pick 5.
This happen a lot?
Only during pick games drawings. So, twice a day, every day.
And every game gives back to education.
Okay.
The Florida Lottery. It's good fun.
When you're ready to set life into motion, Grow Financial is here to be your first step. To give you that running start and to show you just how far you can go. Because we serve people, not profit. Which means our mission isn't our products, but where they can take you. So wherever you may be going next, just remember, first steps start here. Grow Financial. We serve people, not profit.
Get ready, get set, get check. It's just that easy to sell your car with MorganBuysCars.com. First, visit MorganBuysCars.com and tell us a bit about your car. Next, receive an express cash offer online. Then, schedule an appointment at one of our 14 convenient locations to pick up your check. Plus, we'll beat anyone's offer on your vehicle or we'll give you $500. So, get ready, get set, and get checked. Online at MorganBuysCars.com.
About to start half number 2. Tampa Bay Rowdies trail South Georgia Tormenta FC here in the USL Jägermeister Cup. And the score thus far is 1-0. So excited you're with us tonight. Drew Felios alongside Ryan Davis. And so far, kind of the same old story for the Tampa Bay Rowdies. They control possession, but not the scoreboard. Tormenta gaining confidence.
Rowdies have doubled the passes of Tormenta, but they have not won a single corner.
Margin they've had going into a second half this season. Leo Fernandez, though, has to be wondering, okay, what do we have to do to break the ice here in this match against a Tormenta team that is looking to build on that history. Mentioned how this is the 10th season of playing for the Ibis, and they love big moments like this, and they're trying to build another one here tonight. Underway, second half. So Van Kizio gets airborne, and now Fernandez circles back. Benkizil to Crisosimo. Ali Bassett trying to connect. Right at his feet. That's a pass that he's got to collect, turn, and go. So Forrest Lasso, his night is done. Lawrence Wyke entering for Tampa Bay. That a bit of a surprise. Lawrence Wyke did not have a great outing in his last start here for the Rowdies. Lasso, a bit shaken up though in that first half, so hopefully he is okay. And Nick Moon, his night is also going to be done as the Rowdies welcome in Alex Rodriguez. A-Rod will get an attempt here at home tonight. He'll be wearing the number 36. So some changes made. Let's see if they make a difference for Tampa Bay. As Lawrence Wyke hustles back here into position. There's Wyke on the pitch. Remember, Wyke was red carded the last time he was on this field. Not a great memory for his run as a Rowdy, looking to make up for that here. It's a Colony Grill corner kick. Rowdies have not had a corner kick tonight. This ball, far post, and it heads out of bounds. And Tormenta looks like they'll have one more. So Oscar Jimenez here will get into position. Colony Grill, famous thin crust pizza since 1935. Here's the delivery by Jimenez. Low on the ground. And this one looks like it goes off Tormenta. So it'll be a goal kick here for Tampa Bay. Bazzini pleading his case. A couple players for Tormenta from Israel. You've got Bazzini and also Dre as well. As that one sails out. And now Benkizil and the Rowdies will try and build. Nicely done by Bodley. This is Bassett. Rowdies try and switch the point of attack, and here they come. Fernandez. Top of the box. Martiago let that one get away. Rowdies will get it right back. But again, just not sticky with the ball. It's not sticking to their feet. It seems like getting away just a bit. Here to start.
And sometimes when you have dominated possession for so long and go down a goal, you want to get back that goal with one pass or one shot. You have to get back to the mission, moving the ball side to side, and have Bassett and Leo Fernandez again in those passing lanes, in those pockets, just in front of the defense, like right here, and just continue to make use of it and move up as a group.
Now Bodley and Bassett.
But because Tormenta have done such a good job in staying compact and constricting, the touch for the Rowdies in that final third has to be deft. You can't have a long touch, or else Tormenta's going to win back the ball.
Fernandez, one-timer. Oh, sails just over the goal. Was it tipped? Yes, it was. Rowdies will have their first corner kick of the night.
But it fell to the right man in the right place at the right time. Just to the right-hand side, perfect for the left footer. He got his laces on it, just didn't keep his head down long enough.
So Ali Bassett, the in-swinger.
First corner kick for the Rowdies.
Trying to make the most of it. And did it go across the line? Rowdies think it did. Tormenta hustling back. Not wanting to take any chances. Oh, that was really interesting.
Well, Austin Pack grabbed that ball and ran right to the top of the box just to make sure that the linesman and the referee didn't have any second thoughts.
Great look here. Oh, looked like it was touched on the hand as well. Whoa. It spins
Great
around
job.
just in front of the line.
Great job by Park. Fantastic goalkeeping.
Austin Pack having himself a night thus far. Fernandez cutting back, trying to work his magic. Stays on his feet, and a whistle blown. Leo can't believe it.
Looks like Leo Fernandez extended that arm when he was trying to screen the ball. And the referees decided it was too much physicality, even though Leo Fernandez was the one with the ball.
Well, the USL Championship and League are on CBS Sports and ESPN platforms all season long. You can catch live matches and expert analysis every day on the CBS Sports Golazo Network and ESPN Plus as well. Go to USLChampionship.com or USLLeague1.com for the complete USL TV listings. 52nd minute here. League One against USL Championship right before our eyes, and so far Tormenta with the slight edge. Set this one airborne, and the Rowdies will have it on the goal kick.
And that's the beauty of the Jägermeister Cup, right? Having the opportunity to have these inter-league play games, and it gives them a chance to shine and look and to see where things stand for this league. Remember, the USL is going to be changing to pro relegation, so teams like Tormenta want to get to the big dance. Teams like the Rowdies, who are just sort of treading water at the moment, they have to be cautious. Thing is, Oli Bassett cannot press by himself. Everyone has to move as a group. And now Tormenta, because the press was late, have room at the back.
Here's the reply from the Ibis. Look out inside the box. Left-footed little flick here. Guillen comes up to get a piece of it. Now Fernandez.
Looks like Cabral wanted a body check, and he looked at the referee. Referee did not blow. And now Bassett.
Again, it's easy pickings for Austin Pack.
But that was Stephen coming all the way back and picking up his defensive responsibilities. He got a piece of the cross, he stopped the cross, and that allowed the keeper to get back into the play.
Tormenta very calmly. Now possessing. Wouldn't it be something if they could go 2-0 here in Jägermeister Cup play? It's going to be our second card of the game issued right here. More discipline for the Rowdies. Van Keaziel is going to get rung up. Steve Coleman may have to start making some decisions here.
Yeah, Pasias on the bench. He is someone that can give life to this Rowdies team up top. Arteaga, despite scoring that goal last week, maybe the one pulled out.
And just as you say that,
the man himself is on his feet, the leading scorer for the Rowdies this season. 4 goals so far.
So it looks like we will see him here momentarily. See the young Rowdies fans eager to see him trot back on here.
Rowdies do have an adequate replacement for Blake Bodley on the left-hand side. Joey Skinner has been fantastic since recovering from injury, but they don't have a natural right-sided player since Nyanga Berry is on international duty.
Nade switching it back here. Keep in mind, this being a Jägermeister Cup match, if we are tied at the end of regulation play, guess what? We are going to PKs. They're not calling this a draw and heading home.
Just like Alan witnessed against Miami just about a month ago.
Extra little nugget to stay tuned until the very end.
I love that touch. Go straight to penalties. It's a nice touch. Ralph's mob trying to make their voices heard.
Another little bump that time from Wyke. And Wyke not shy about throwing his weight around. Keep an eye on 27. Not bashful. Tianjov just found out. Tormenta able to keep possession. Look out. Trying to carve a lane here for a shot. Very close that time. Arteaga winds up with it. Rowdies trying to run. Throwing now for the Ibis. Aaron Guillen cutting it down. Thank you for watching tonight, whether you're watching on Tampa Bay's 44 or on ESPN Plus. Tampa Bay Rowdies soccer brought to you all season long. Rowdies still looking for their first win here at Al Lang Stadium. Drew Felios here alongside Ryan Davis and our Tampa Bay Rowdies crew. There's our X handles. Feel free to shoot us a tweet. Lots to talk about so far in this USL Championship campaign. It's been a year of adjustment, certainly for Tampa Bay. Ali Bassett tracking back here for the Rowdies. And Kazio gives it right back to him.
And look how far Tormenta has made Ollie Bassett work to get that ball. And look at the pass.
Bodily comes back to it. Little floater now in the box, Arteaga. Trying to whip it around. And Manuel that time had a defender all over him. It was not a.
Great ball by Bassett to free up Bodily, but the cross didn't match the pass. It was behind Arteaga. He couldn't finish from there. It has to be in front of the number 9 so he can get a shot on goal. If Bodley is under duress from a defender, I can understand the cross being behind, but having so much time, you really want to have that cross to your centre forward.
White drops it right in front of Guillen. Rowdies on their saddle one more time here. Fernandez, an opportunity. Oh, defender looked like he slipped up.
Well, it's the second time in the last minute that the Rowdies have actually played a long ball over the top, and for once, Tormenta seemed to be defensively out of place.
Well, tonight's broadcast also brought to you by Hooters, the original wing joint. Hooters established in 1983, Clearwater, Florida. And
it is the best view in Tampa, let's be honest.
Best wings?
Best wings as well, yeah.
That's what you mean. Tampa Bay comes up. Arteaga a little bit behind it once more. Rowdies just not crisply connecting here in the second half. They've had some chances.
They had their rhythm in that first half when they were, like we said, like a watch, tick, 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 tick. They were moving the ball consistently, actually making inroads into the Tormenta's defense. But I think when Tormenta scored that goal, I think when they scored that initial goal, it sort of put the doubt in the Rowdies' mind. And when doubt starts to creep in, things start to slow down, people second guess themselves. And Tormenta has gotten stuck in defensively.
Now it's Guillen. Well done here. Fernandez. Leo again in a crowd. He's a marked man tonight. Bassett. Bodily. Looking for that right moment. It'll be Aaron Guillen.
Again, the story of Tormenta allowing the Rowdies to have the outside part of the field. But when that ball tries to come back in, the passing lanes are blocked.
This one Now delivered, Arteaga. Pass it one more time. Tampa Bay trying to look for a shot here. They'll get a corner.
Well, that's where the space is going to be for Bordelli on the left and Fernandez on the right. As everyone gets sucked in, the left back and right back are going to have provide good crosses into the middle for Arteaga.
Leo Fernandez, quick moment to hydrate. See Alex Rodriguez, number 36 for the Rowdies, getting his first real taste of substantial playing time here at Al Lang. 62nd minute.
He's listed as a forward, Alex Rodriguez, playing right back tonight. But again, Bordelli and Rodriguez are going to have the space when everything gets sucked in into the middle of the 18-yard box. The left back and the right back are going to have room in the overlap. He's going to have to provide the service for the players in the middle.
Fernandez will be the in-swinger here. Can the golden foot of Leo Fernandez make a difference? Rowdy's still looking for that spark. A little bit of curl on this one. Headed by Arteaga. Oh, another try. Venke Azil couldn't put it in the back of the net. And Tormenta escapes one more time.
Well, a last post cross from the corner. Arteaga does the right thing. Shirts were pulled. There was some tangling. He put it right back into the mixer, and Venke Azil just couldn't get over it.
Did that require a little bit of a good morning?
Drew, you're actually reciting what my old coach used to say. That's amazing. Oh, my word.
Look out. It is a breakout.
Oh, my word.
1v1 and a stop by Bandre. That'll get the crowd going here at Al Lang.
We talk about strikers on the other end getting goals. That was as good as a goal. Bandre coming to the savior to save the Rowdies.
Meanwhile, for Tampa Bay, their lead scorer set to check in. As Ruben Pacios will head in for Venke Azil, the lead scorer. If there's anybody who can change things offensively, it's this guy right here.
Looks like the Rowdies are going to go into a 4-4-2 with Pacios and Arteaga up top. Bassett, Cristosimo, Leo Fernandez.
Tormenta running once more, trying to place it in front of the goal. And the Rowdies dodge a bullet. Ali Bassett trying to counter. Oh, Pacios
beautiful.
Now with an opportunity. Rowdies on their saddle. Bodily, ball skates by him. Arteaga winds up with it and misfires.
What a move by Pacios, and he does the right thing. It dummies everyone. Arteaga top of the box, and his technique let him down. Leo Fernandez was wide open as well. If you're on top of that 18-yard line, Drew, you have to make the goalkeeper make a save. They let Tormenta off the hook by spooning it.
Tormenta will have possession here. So Rowdy's quality of chances improving as this half rolls on. Clearly, Pacios can be a game changer. We're seeing that right here. Tell you one thing, too. The visiting side does not look like they are deer in the headlights tonight. They look very calm, very settled. They have a plan. And they're trying to get to the finish line here.
Yeah, I think after the first 20 minutes, when they denied the Rowdies, despite the Rowdies having all that possession, they started to grow in confidence through. And once that confidence started to grow, it led to a goal, and then one thing led to another.
Crowd cheering on the Rowdies here. And potentially some substitutes on the way for the visiting side as well. Well, if you can't watch the match, turn on Sirius XM FC's 157. North America's only 24/7 source for soccer talk, including USL All Access on Tuesday nights. You can hear live matches from the USL, MLS, Premier League, and more on Sirius XM FC 157 and the new Sirius XM app. So far, it is League One with a slight edge over USL Championship. Rowdies trying to change that. Bassett one more time. Slides it here to Fernandez. Keeps it from that end line. Oh, how about that from Leo? Tucks it. Passius at the doorstep. And covered by Pack.
Leo Fernandez at his very best. Dancing on a string. And Pack, who's had a great night tonight, picks up an injury and bodies are dropping all of a sudden like there's a sniper in his stands. Look at Fernandez. You think this thing was dead. Stops the ball. Just drifts past Jimenez like he's not there. On a platter. An excellent, excellent tackle coming from Nari to deny Passias.
Austin Pack going to try and bounce around here. Well, you're right. He has had an exceptional night. That is exactly what this club needed on the road here in the stadium where they have never played a real match, a non-exhibition match. And they've got some cramping going on here as well. To be expected this time of year. Remember, when you're coming into play a match in these conditions, simply have to hydrate as soon as possible and keep your body going throughout the end of the match.
True, when I get up in the morning and I'm going for a walk around the block with my dog Finn, I have to hydrate.
So the player down, Jackson Simba Kasanzu, out of Tanzania. And he'll slowly be helped up here.
Fantastic performance from the visitors. They've picked their spots. They've stuck to their game plan professionally. Have denied the Rowdies any sort of big chance, big opportunities, any 1v1, any clear shot.
And player to enter here is the number 6, Callum Stretch. Comes on here for Tormenta FC. And you see loosening up to Alan Dre.
Alan Dre usually plays defensive midfield, so a conservative type of midfielder coming in to try and tighten things up in the middle of the park.
So quite a shift put on right there by Connor Doyle. And now oncoming is Dre. One of 2 players from Israel suiting up for the Ibis tonight. Throw in Tormenta. Still nursing that 1-0 lead. Ball heads out. We'll quickly tell you about SeatGeek. Soccer season here. SeatGeek, the official ticketing partner of the USL. You can get all your USL tickets and more from the #1 ticketing site, SeatGeek. Your ticket to great seats. Rowdies have been trying to pull level since early in the first half. Pacius. And now Fernandez again. Bodily, a lot of room to run. Blake Bodily, he'll shoot it. Tried to go near post.
We talked about Bodily in the first half taking on Jimenez. This time he does that and gets a shot off. It may not be on target, but Blake Bodily has to understand his audience. And his audience tonight is Jimenez, who's 35 years old. He looks up, sees him, and this time drives the ball into the box and doesn't hook it, ends up splicing it.
Blake Bodily missed so much time at the beginning of the year. Didn't really have an opportunity to really mesh with this 2025 squad. Has come on, though, acclimating himself slowly, but it's been a process. You miss significant time, Ryan. It is not easy to get that fitness back, get that cohesion back.
Oh, you're telling me?
Speaking of getting that cohesion back, we hope you can get your cohesion back when you come back the latter part of the summer. From what I understand, the next Tampa Bay Rowdies home game that we broadcast, Jeff Attinella will be sitting in your seat.
Former Rowdies goalkeeper.
Yes. Look forward to that. What a legend he is.
He is.
Back to his high school days. Countryside High. University of South Florida. On to an MLS career as well. And an incredible role with the Rowdies when they won an NASL Cup back in 2012. A little air under this one, and the flag is up. So the Rowdies will get it right back.
If we could get Antonella in goal with a microphone, that'd be awesome. I think maybe Tom, our producer, can do that.
So here's White spreading the wealth now. Castellanos.
At this point, Rowdies are playing with two center forwards. You have to use them. What Pacius is doing now, you have to be direct with them.
A couple players get caught behind now. Tampa Bay can run. Pacius trying to do it all himself. Through traffic. Here's the shot. And another save. Austin Pack having a career night in net.
Well, because they have two forwards, you have to go direct to them and have them create. And Pacius did just that. He took on half of the Tormenta team, made the right decision, passed it in traffic to Arteaga, who laid it back for Fernandez. Oh, actually, it was Fernandez back to Pacius, who went near post instead of far.
Well, if he could have squeezed it far post that time, probably would have had better luck.
But again, Arteaga and Pacius are standing close to each other, which means if you could go direct to them, they can flick the ball onto each other and use each other in tight spaces.
This is Rodriguez. Rowdies will throw it in. Rowdies fans just waiting for some sort of magic. Staying patient. Bodily now. Into the box. Pacius watches it go by.
Well, Bassa just trying to put it into the mixer. Doesn't pick up any white shoots. Looks like the players are going to get another hydration break.
So 76th minute. Players will hustle towards the sideline.
the Rowdies look the most dangerous in this second half when the Dogs are on the pitch. I'm kidding. When the fullbacks come around the sides and get the ball back into play, or they go direct to the two forwards. Look at these guys.
Trip down memory lane. Tormenta FC, that was 2018 up in Statesboro, Georgia. Had the chance to be their play-by-play announcer back in the day. Just a great organization. The guy in the middle, Darren Van Tassel, the guy who started this club, huge Tampa Bay Rowdies fan. He said, I want my team to be like the Rowdies. So it is kind of cool, even though, of course, you root for your team. If you're going to follow any team in League One as a Rowdies fan, you want it to be Tormenta. There's Nitra Van Tassel right next to him. She's like the first lady of soccer in that Statesboro area, kind of like a mom to all of the kids, listens to them, really takes on that role as they move to Statesboro, get away from home.
And she's about 10 seats in front of us from the booth. And look at the dog night. These guys are enjoying it. Beautiful summer night in Florida. Some have seen enough.
1-0 still the score. Trip down memory lane here tonight. You can watch the USL Championship in Spanish on 2DN, the nation's leading Spanish language sports network. Select matches will be available in Spanish throughout the rest of the season. Go to USLChampionship.com for the complete USL TV listings. The USL on 2DN. 1-0 the score. Rowdies have been chopping and chopping and chopping, but right now the tree is not going down.
And that is a very strong oak from South Georgia.
Yes.
The Rowdies were left off the hook there. Opportunity with a counter-attack. Just what Tormenta wanted. Just what they're playing for. It was the wrong pass coming from Bazzini.
Passius over to Bodley.
Rowdies have to play with some pace here, some urgency. Players have to dig deep, understand what's at stake.
Now it's Fernandez trying to get it outside, back to Bodley. Leo will recollect here. Passius gets through. Passius, the shot! Finally, a Rowdies goal! Passius saves the day in the 79th.
Whether the ball is in front of him and he's running onto it, or he's in tight spaces like this one, Passius a step ahead of the rest. And now this Tormenta team that's defended for so long. Look at this. Leo Fernandez again in the thick of things. A bit of a deflection. They get it back. Decision time. Straight to Passius' feet. One touch. He gets it back right here. He cuts it back and just chips it into that far post. Look at the technique, Drew. A little bit of luck right here. He cuts back. Look at the confidence. And just curls it into the far post. That's something you see in the UEFA Champions League. Fantastic finish from Passius.
5th goal of the season for Passius. And if you're Tormenta, a mistake on the road late, you know, could be what does you in. And Callum Stretch, a critical one there. Rowdies set to once again go to their bench as Andrew Mustali, the Italian, he is set to check in.
Well, it's very clear that Coach Coleman does not want to go back to penalties tonight. He's bringing on a third center forward. And looks like it's going to be Aaron Guillen, the captain, coming off.
So Aaron Guillen, his night is done. Rowdies get more offensive here with the youngster out of Palm Harbor, born in Italy. Tremendous skill, has really kind of molded that craft here in the Tampa Bay area, given a chance with the Rowdies. And Guillen will come to the bench with some high fives.
Fresh legs with Joe. Oh! Bandry lost his footing. Joey Skinner, who's about to get the ball in a couple seconds from Lawrence Wyke, is on the field now. Fresh legs for the Rowdies on the left-hand side, replacing Blake Bodley.
So Mustali on. Guillen's night is done.
Rowdies 40 back. Skinner left back, Lawrence Wyke left centre back, Castellanos right centre back, and it's the youngster Rodriguez at right back, who Bassett is looking for right now.
Ultra aggressive. Rowdies playing on that front foot here. Here comes Mustali with a body check. Andrew Mustali wins it. Into the box now for the Rowdies. Fernandez. Oh, Arteaga. Waiting for it to come to him.
With that big 6-foot-plus frame, he came to good use from Mustali, bumping his man shoulder to shoulder. Everything was right on. That is fair as you want.
I'd love to see that, winning that ball, physically using that size.
Yeah.
We haven't seen that from the teenager.
To use it correct in the last third.
So at some point, that's where the young boy starts playing the man's game.
Correct.
Tormenta will throw this in. Officials here will have a discussion. Questioned who the ball went off. Leo Fernandez get a little talking to here from the head official. Yaya.
The captain just he wants every second to be accounted for. And coming onto the pitch, by the way, was number 10 Taylor Gray, the 28-year-old Brazilian for Tormenta. So they're looking to, just in case they go to penalties, you bring on one of your better players from the penalty spot. So both coaches sort of looking ahead in the next 8 to 9 minutes.
Castellanos now up to Fernandez. Leo has been the steady foot tonight for the Rowdies. Bassett. He has really kept the ship afloat through some dicey times. Joey Skinner. 1v1.
Confidence.
Skinner to the end line. Tries to put it in front. Rowdy should have a corner kick here. Oh, Skinner not going to get it.
But you love the confidence that Joey Skinner has to take on his player, get to the byline, does not give up responsibility, Drew. He keeps responsibility. Did not win the corner. But that is the attitude you have to go to the next level.
Kemper Auto knows your journey and will help you along the way. Affordable, personalized auto insurance you can count on. Get a quote today at Kemper.com. Talking about the great connection between these two franchises in the past. Rowdies fans, Tormenta FC did produce, remember the great Connor Antley, so many great seasons suiting up for Tampa Bay.
Known as the Sunrail in these parts.
Yes. Arteaga now building. Rodriguez, little floater in the box, headed on. And right there to knock it down is Pack. Oh, great sequences.
When you get right on top of a team and then you have white shirts in the box, little chips like that are so effective. Great ball by the youngster, and Pasias right to Pack. But you love the forward thinking from Rodriguez.
Rowdy's crowd has come alive late into this match. And they're alive and well right now. Skyway Casuals, Ralph's Mob, making their presence felt. Rowdy's fans hungry for that first victory here at home in 2025. It has been elusive.
Give Tormenta credits. Oh!
Nearly had one there on the follow-up. Bassett and Tampa Bay will try and rebound here. Pasias, Bassett. Here they come. Just missed on the pass.
The final product just let Bassett down again. He tried to just flick it for Arteaga. But again, Pasias with that speed, Drew, just really is uncomfortable for defenders. And Tormenta are now matching the Rowdies at 50% apiece in possession in the second half alone. So they've come out of the dressing room and have matched the Rowdies with the ball at their feet. And they've had more final third entries in the second half, 16-13. So Tormenta really rising to the occasion in the second 45 minutes.
Lawrence White resetting. Here comes Mustali. Rowdies now working, finding feet. Arteaga back to Mustali. Mustali on the ground. Oh, just a little bit more control that time. Tell you what, he's fun to watch.
I love the ball in, inventive. I love the first touch. But with the second touch, I think he lost his footing. Arteaga just chipping over the defense. Excellent first touch. Second touch, not as good as the first. How about that? Yellow card for time wasting.
Talking a lot about Mustali. In exactly 1 week, he is going to turn 18 years old. So still,
wow.
Still 17, shining right now on the pitch for the home side. So here's Tormenta. Jimenez. Mustali had a chance there to take away. Go over the top with it. This is Bazzini. Bazzini puts it in front. Oh, just a little bit too far in front. One more time, working in the box. And this one is airmailed. Alves tried to knock it in with that left foot. Just didn't have the angle.
Leo Fernandez is coming to the referee to make sure that every second is being accounted for. The Rowdies do not want to go to penalties. 3 points for a win, 2 points for a win in penalties. If you get to penalties and you lose, you still get 1 point for the draw.
So Bazzini will exit. And how about Tundridge? Mason Tunbridge is the guy that we have not talked about all night long for Tormenta FC. But Tunbridge is the lead scorer for Tormenta. Coming off an injury, he's got 5 goals this year. The Englishman played his college soccer, University of San Diego. He is an exciting player.
He's playing hurts. Understand they're playing for penalties at this point. So they want him on the field to kick one from 12 yards out. Beautiful goal. Look at this.
Fernandez very calmly in traffic. And now Tampa Bay operating. Once again across the box. 3 players open there.
Just what the Rowdies need. They stay compact with their 3 forwards. Pasias, Mustali and Arteaga, and when the ball gets to their feet, they can then go out wide to Skinner and Rodriguez.
'90th minute. We have used up all regulation time. 6 minutes of extra time here to work with. Remember, if we are tied at the end of extra time, we will go to penalty kicks. Standard USL match, not the case. This is Jägermeister Cup. The rules a bit different.
So get your Jägermeister and get ready. It's going to be a flurry to the end.
Fernandez. The dancing Brazilian. Love that nickname.
Yep.
Just seems like he dances through traffic, doesn't he?
He does, man. He's so light-footed.
Here's Bassett.
Now, understand the Rowdies do not want to go to penalties. They want to get all 3 points at home. Tormenta have done enough in their minds to get to penalties. Either come away with 2 points or with 1.
Tormenta's lone goal coming early in this match. The Rowdies matching it. It was Pacius who pulled the team level. And now Lawrence White with a rocket. Tell you what, we haven't seen that in a while from number 27. Good to see that aggression back.
Well, the tired legs of Tormenta backed off. They couldn't push up on him. And Lawrence White had the green light. Got his laces on it. But Drew, my old coach, is kicking the bucket right now. He's pissed off after Lawrence White didn't keep his head down till after the ball hit the net.
Austin Pack to give it a ride once more. Send it back now. Here's Tormenta. Andre! Oh, take a deep breath. Oh, that was close. Tormenta not done though.
I think the entire Ralph's Mob crew aged about 5 years.
Wow.
As that ball was trickling towards the goal line.
Goodness.
Fantastic, excellent recovery by Bandre. It's a beautiful game.
Hyperventilate. Crisostomo comes up to poke it away. And now Tormenta trying to save their magic here for the final minutes. Alves. This one's deflected. Look at Austin Pack playing way off his line. Halfway through, extra time. Still enough time for a Rowdies chance. Second Jägermeister Cup match for both sides. Ali Bassett up to Arteaga. Arteaga weaving his way down to the 6-yard box, whipping it around. Here's Rodriguez, and now Crisostomo shielding off the defender. Crisostomo lays this one to Skinner. Skinner on the ground. Bassett right in the middle of the box. Bassett score!
Ollie Bassett cleans up. Georgia Tormenta are absolutely tired. They cannot take care of the ball inside their own 18-yard box. And the ball pops out to Bassett for a second look. The initial pass to Bassett, first touch, almost loses it. And they can't get out each other's way. And Bassett just wills it into the back of the net. And Tampa Bay Rowdies, with all their possession, all their probing, it finally falls into the back of the net with a trickler.
Bassett like a pinball through 5 different defenders. One of the most unique goals I think we've ever seen.
Yeah. And that is a backbreaker for Tormenta. They've come so far.
Second goal of the season for the Redhead. Ali Bassett comes down to this Rowdies franchise. Played great soccer up in Canada. Nico Castillo loved his talents, brought him here. And his finest moment right there as a Rowdy.
And if it's one player who needed something like that, it's Ollie Bassett. He's such a positive player. And he's a great guy. We met him off the field. Spectacular person. And for him to get that goal under his belt in this sort of scenario can really launch his season Now the Rowdies understand what the game needs. All the attacking players that have been brought onto from the bench now have to turn defensive to defend this 1-goal lead. As you know, Tormenta is going to push everything in the last minute.
One final chance here for the Ibis. They have played valiantly here tonight. Into the box, trekking back, Skinner giving chase. Andre will come over to pick it up. What a roller coaster this has been. Rowdies trying to seal a come-from-behind victory here.
This may be the last kick of the game.
Ethan Bondre puts it in motion. The final full-time whistle here imminent. Jimenez. Tormenta unable to build. And that will do it. Ali Bassett, the hero tonight, as he manufactures one heck of a goal to put the Rowdies ahead for good. That was a thrill ride. Tormenta battled, they gave it 110%, but the Rowdies with the final say. They get their first win at home in what has been
for the entire season.
Oh, a season that has tested their will. 2-1 the final. We'll wrap it up, put a bow on it when we come back to LA.
Need a reason to smile? We've got 4. Weeknights from 5, it's a block of non-stop laugh-out-loud comedy. At 5, kick back with the Connors. At 6, the laughs keep rolling with American Housewife. At 7, the jokes get even bigger with 1 hour of Friends. And at 8, it's Comedy Gold with Flipside. 4 hours, all comedy, all laughs. The Comedy Block. Weeknights from 5 to 9 p.m. only on T4.
The golf courses, the beaches. The Tampa Bay area is filled with great choices. That's why you choose to call it home. At Orlando Health, we're here to make your healthcare choices even better. With our investments in St. Pete's Bayfront Hospital and Tampa Bay's respected Florida Medical Clinic, plus new ER locations and even healthier choices to come. Orlando Health. Choose well.
So what makes the original Hooters so special? Everybody wants to know our secret recipe. The answer is simple. We care about our people, the food we serve, our guests, and the community around us. And this has been true since day one. We created a unique experience like no other. What you see is years of hard work. This is our family, and we're here because we care. To us, originality isn't just one thing. It's everything. Hooters. Always original.
So what a ride it was. The Tampa Bay Rowdies come out on top, 2-1 here in the Jägermeister Cup as they take down South Georgia Tormenta FC. The two friendly teams battle for the first time, and tell you what, they put on quite a show. That was an entertaining brand of soccer all the way to the end.
Yeah, Georgia Tormenta. I love the fact that they stuck to their game plan. They had a great opportunity to get all 3 points, but the Rowdies came back in that second half. Here's this first strike from Cabral, putting it out wide. Moon does not close down. Nianju just clips it in. And there to finish at the doorstep is the number 9, Vivas. The Argentine gets his 3rd goal and puts Tormenta a goal up against the run of play draw.
So Tormenta feeling really good about themselves. 1-0 at the half. Ali Bassett and the Rowdies again came out, renewed sense of vigor. Austin Pack, watch this ball spin around just right on top of the line. Makes the save just in time.
So Tormenta feeling good about things, but here comes the corner from Leo Fernandez. Arteaga and Venkayezil just about 2 inches above that crossbar.
Just felt the Rowdies' time was coming, though, starting to make progress. Guillen on his horse here. This is a 1v1, and the Rowdies' keeper comes up huge.
Bandre came up with an incredible save. That game was over if that goal scored. Then Pasias, magic in the box, cuts back, a little dig to the far post. That is just pure filth. Comes back out of nowhere. Something or nothing.
So different game right there. Tied at 1 apiece. Skinner then, little touch, and watch Ali boss it. Are you kidding me?
He just stays with it, and the ball just ping-pongs around all the Tormenta players, and then the finish. And the former Canadian MVP has brought it home.
First victory here this season at Al Lang Stadium. For Ryan Davis and our phenomenal crew, I'm Drew Felios, saying so long from downtown St. Petersburg. 2-1, Rowdies. Have a great rest of your weekend.
This copyrighted telecast of the United Soccer League cannot be retransmitted, rebroadcast, or reproduced without the express written consent of the United Soccer League.